Hi guys, it's Elisa at Moat Cottage Homesteading. Today I'm talking about the agricultural show that's in my area, and it's like a country fair. Spring is a busy time on any homestead. You've got new life, so whether it's new babies, seeds to sow for the garden and gardens to manage, there's also food to put up still, and for us we have our agricultural show. And last year was the first year I entered anything. So it was quite interesting and really exciting actually. I'm not really a competitive sort of person, and I actually only compete against myself. But to enter something in was quite daunting. And I did it last year and I had a lot of fun, and I got some first and second prizes. So it was pretty good. And then this year, because I was so sick, I didn't have time to really think about what I was going to put in until the very last day of entering. Now, I've spent the majority of the last 3 months managing a crash, so I haven't had much energy with my chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia. I've had to work around those issues. So I just chose things off my shelf that I've done this year, like my lemon preserves, fire cider, a pumpkin that I picked back in March, my duck eggs, which obviously the ducks fantastically lay for me. I just have to pick the right eggs so that they all look like a similar size and shape and nice and clean, which can be tricky with ducks, so you've got to make sure the bedding's clean so it goes back to hygiene in the coop. I also entered my herbs as one entry in the homegrown produce section. So I decorated the jars, labelled them with the names of the herbs and put the herbs in. Our agricultural show is big on sheep shearing. We have a dog show. There's rounding up the sheep with your catalogue. There's cattle and poultry, of course, which I didn't enter. I haven't entered poultry in it before. But we have obviously homegrown produce and making things and cooking and baking, which I haven't entered in that one either yet. But I'm starting to get the bug of entering things in, so you never know, next year I might go all out. There's also a gardening section as well. Anyway, I've got a quick peek of some of the things in the pavilion, and I thought you might like to have a quick look. It's tough competition, so I was super stoked to get first prize for all of my entries, apart from my onion marmalade, which I hadn't labelled, so they probably didn't know what it was. It just looked like a brown jar of something, so I'm not surprised that that didn't win. However, if they had tasted it, it would have been first prize, I know it. My herbs, they got first prize too, but not only did they get first prize, they got champion for homegrown produce, which I didn't even know was a thing. I also got best exhibit for the herbs and other than best exhibit, which I'm not really sure what that means, but I got a certificate for it, so hey, I'm not complaining. Anyway, it was a lot of fun, and I suppose it's a lot of fun when you win too. Yeah, it's nice just to get out there and enter in, and I get inspired by what other people are making, and hopefully people are inspired to make things from what they see that I've done as well. So if you've got a show coming up or a country fair, get out there and enter it. Be brave. There's other sections too, like photography and art. So it's not just cooking and baking and making things, growing things. There's all sorts of things that you can enter. And it's really good for kids too, because they have special sections for kids. So it's great to get them involved and get them thinking creatively. And for next year's show, I'm going to be more prepared. I'm going to think about what I'm making and see if it fits into criteria of what they've got for the show. And I'll put a jar away for the show so that I don't have to think about it last minute and just pick what I've got left. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And if you enter things in the country show or country fair, let me know and tell me what the sorts of things that you enter. And I do apologise that I haven't been keeping up with my comments quite as fast as I usually do. It's been a little tricky the last few months with my illness, and so that's been a consequence of being sick. So I will keep up with them. I do read them all, and I will respond to them all in due time. So keep them coming in. I love hearing from you, and let me know what you enter in the show. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.